Pechay and his friends. Welcome to Aling Pechay's farm, kung saan nagbubunga ang paghihirap mo.
Today we're gonna take you on a tour around Aling Pechay's beautiful farm. Not only that, we're also gonna dive deeper into how a farm works.
Thank you, Patrick. One might ask, what is a farm? Well, I'm here to answer that question. A farm is a piece of land that is used to grow crops and raise animals. This type of work is called farming. On the other hand, people who grow these crops and raise these animals are called farmers.
That's right, Nicole, and in this case, our farmer is Aling Pechay. But what makes up a farm? There are 5 main parts in the farming system, namely resources, farmer, the farming process, produce, and consumers. A farmer is the main agent in the system who manages the resources and facilitates the farming process. They use their resources as their tools in farming. For example, a bolo, and equipment like a tractor, thresher, or harvester. Natural resources such as sunlight and water facilitate the processes that occur when growing crops.
The farming process includes the steps in crop growing. These steps consist of land preparation, seed planting, cultivation, and harvesting, which are all done by the farmer. The produce, which is a group of farm-produced crops and goods, including fruits and vegetables. Other products that may also be considered produce are meats, grains, and oats.
And lastly, the consumers. When the produce or the product is distributed and sold to different markets, they go to different humans and animals that consume the harvested crops.
These factors make a farm a man-made system, a controlled and domesticated environment facilitated by nature. From planting to harvesting crops, many interactions occur between living and non-living things in a farm, making it an ecosystem. To visualize the entire system, we made a chart to show the different parts that make up a farm and how they interact with each other. In this chart, you will see arrows that connect to show each relationship and the flow of things around the farm.
In order to learn more about Aling Pechay's farm, let's go on a tour. This is Aling Pechay. In her barn lies all the supplies and tools she needs for farming. But what will happen if Aling Pechay runs out of supplies such as the fertilizer?
Well, that depends on what crop Aling Pechay or the farmers are planting. But on the off chance that there is an inadequacy in one, all of the parts will be affected. If the barn runs out of fertilizer, the soil will go barren and the crops won't grow as fast and as healthy. Hence, lessening the good harvest and lessening the income too. This in turn will generate a negative feedback to the farmer as well.
The effect and behavior of each part varies in different circumstances over time. Aling Pechay can rely on rainfall and sun to facilitate their crops. But too much rainfall and too much heat can cause great damage to her yield.
In the dry season, there is a major chance that the reaped harvest will be less. The vegetables won't be sound good. Farmers, just as the customers, will confront a danger to food security.
As it usually goes, different parts of the system can have different relationships with each other and even have different functions all on their own. The sun can produce heat and light on its own, but it also makes photosynthesis possible, which is a major factor in farming. In this case, living systems could act on their own to accomplish necessary tasks, but could also work together or work with abiotic things if deemed required and fit. Another example is how water is essential to the growth of crops, yet water alone is not enough. This is where fertilizers take place and could be mixed with water or directly into the soil to hasten and better the crop's growth.
That concludes our tour around Aling Pechay's farm. We hope you learned a thing or two about farm system and farming here in the Philippines.